The road to GH will reveal that after discovering she was pregnant with Michael's child, Sasha faced an incredibly difficult decision. She decided to keep the baby, despite the turmoil and fear in her heart. But the more she thought about it, the more Sasha realized she needed to remain silent, not letting anyone know about the secret. Michael was already married, and their relationship was a sin in society's eyes. Sasha didn't want to hurt his family, nor did she want to face the criticism and judgment of others. She decided to bear all the pain alone, hiding the secret within and living with the unspoken obsession. The pregnancy grew, and Sasha realized that keeping the secret couldn't last forever. Every day, she had to face the fear of not being able to hide the truth anymore. Then, Willow, Michael's wife, began to suspect. She had discovered everything, and this made the tension between the two women even worse. Willow wasn't completely innocent either. She had betrayed her husband when she had an affair with Drew, but Sasha's betrayal made her feel more offended than ever. Willow couldn't let Sasha live peacefully with the child she considered a product of betrayal, and would certainly not allow Sasha to easily give birth to the baby. Faced with growing threats from Willow, Sasha felt trapped in a desperate situation, with no one to turn to and no options to protect herself. Every door seemed to be closing, and the fear of what would happen in the future grew heavier. In utter despair, Sasha realized there was only one person who could help her, Carly, Michael's mother. Although their relationship was far from easy, and Carly might not fully understand her circumstances, this was Sasha's only chance to seek help. With vague determination and emotional exhaustion, Sasha turned to Carly. With nothing left to lose, she knelt before her, unable to hold back her tears. The overwhelming feeling of loneliness and fear engulfed her as she looked at Carly, the only person who could be the key to her survival through this ordeal. Sasha had no other choice but to rely on this woman, even though she knew Carly's actions might lead to consequences she couldn't predict. Carly looked down at Sasha, hesitating, facing a tough decision: help Sasha in this tangled situation or stay silent to avoid causing further harm to her family. When Sasha left Port Charles with Carly, they were not only running from Willow's threats, but also facing an equally difficult challenge: how to protect the identity of Sasha's unborn child. Carly knew that if the child was born without legal recognition, it would be an unerasable stain on Michael's family, something she couldn't let happen. Meanwhile, Sasha understood that the safety of the baby was the top priority, but the truth about its origins would always be a heavy burden in her heart. With her determination and decisiveness, Carly made the decision to do everything in her power to legitimize the baby under a different identity. She waited until the baby was born, then used legal methods to create a fake record, with a new name and identity, to ensure the child would not be linked to Michael or her family. All the paperwork, though complicated and dangerous, was handled skillfully by Carly. She knew this was not just about protecting the baby, but also shielding her family from any disgrace. Despite her concerns about the long-term consequences, Carly had no other choice. She couldn't let the child suffer stigma and hatred because of the mistakes of the adults. Everything seemed to be turning into a deep, hidden secret, concealed under the safe veil that Carly had built. However, even though she had done everything she could to protect her family, Carly knew that keeping this truth hidden would always be a burden, and one day, these secrets would have to face the light.